here I have done big mistakes with the infinitive form. It will be 2 plus v1. 2 plus v1. So mark it correct, please mark it correct. I request you. It's a mistake, it's a blunder mistake from my side. So it's a you have to correct this one. 2 plus v1 form. Infinitive forms are 2 plus v1. So ought and used, we can't use ought. I ought, no, I ought to, they ought to, I used to. So as we have form to with the sentence with the form ought to, used to. So whenever we form the sentence with the ought to and used to, the form of the verb will come like ought and to plus help, means infinitive form. It's followed with the infinitive form. So you ought to help me. Okay, to help. Okay, it's an infinitive form. To come, it's an infinitive form. Okay, so you have to follow this rule with the only ought to and used to. But otherwise you have to follow the rule can, help, may, go. Okay, like this we don't use to infinitive form with all other words modals, but only we will use with for ought and used, we will use to before the main verb. Questions are formed without do, does, did. Okay, sometimes we have to ask some questions. So what happened in the question form, what we will do? If I will say that can you swim? Okay, can, wait, I have some problem again. Can you swim? It's my question. So here as I write it, you can swim. Okay, you can swim. So it shows that I can swim. I have the ability to swim. Okay, I can swim. So if I put the can before the subject, so it's create a question or interrogative sentence. Can you swim? क्या तुम तैर सकते हो? So there is no need of using to there is no need of using do, does, did. Okay, so we don't have to add this type of question words. So here also, wait, here also we have used can he speak 2 languages, means वो क्या is he able or his I am asking about his capability, that can he ask can he tell 2 languages and can he speak 2 languages. So you have to give reply with yes or no. Yes he can, or yes or no he can't. Will he come to meet you? Will he come to meet you? If I will write here do we come to meet you? Okay, so no, do will we, yeah, do we will come to you meet you, that will wrong. So here we will add only bring the modal before the subject, and that will become our question words. So it comes before the subject. Here we can say it wait, my pencil, yeah, we no wait, we will, no, it has some problem. We will come to meet you. So that shows that we can. Okay, we are in the future time we will come to meet you. But whenever I put will before the we, okay, so it shows that it has question, that he is asking some permission, that will we come to meet you, क्या मैं तुमसे मिलने आ सकता हूँ. Okay, so like that you have to use the sentences and use the mode. You can use modals in your speaking languages to make the person understand about your feelings or about your expressions. Move on to the next slide. The interrogative is formed by inverting subject and modal auxiliaries. I have already told you that how we can create interrogative by bringing the can or modals in front of the subject. So here we have, can he come here? So he can come here. Okay, it's a sentence. So if I want to ask a question, so I have to put, can he come here? So it's our question. Now in this sentence, may we join you? I am asking permission. So may we join you? Must I read this book? क्या मुझे ये book पढ़नी है? Is necessary or it's a compulsion for me to finish this book? So yes or no. You have to give the reply in the yes or no form. Move on to the next slide. Yeah. Now we are on the uses. Okay. Uses. Okay. Uses of can. We have to learn about uses of modals. In the uses of modal section, we have can. Can shows your capacity. Okay, how can or capacity, or you can say ability. Your ability. It shows your capacity, your ability, how much you can. तुम क्या कर सकते हो. Meaning of can is सकना. Okay, मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, मैं वो कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है, तो वो चीज़ें आपको इसमें मिलती हैं. So meaning of can is सकना. It shows your capacity. So permission. Sometimes it gives a permission. Can I take you this pain? Can you bring me can you give me a lift? So this type of questions you can ask. Can you solve this question in an informal manner? There here we can don't use a formality with the peoples, because you can use this can with your friends. It's more polite with your friends, but you can't use with other persons. So it's a informal manner of saying with friends that can you help me, can you do this, can you solve this question. So here I have used can you solve this question. क्या तुम ये question solve कर सकते हो. So मैंने यहाँ क्या पूछा. I am asking about your ability. Here I am asking about your ability, that is it possible that you will solve this question. I cannot understand your language. मैं तुम्हारी लैंग्वेज को समझ नहीं सकता हूँ. I can't understand. It's also your capacity, that you don't have the capacity to understand this language, because if somebody is if you are coming and if you come and speak in Marathi, that I'll also say that yeah, I can't understand your language, because that's that I'm not getting through with your languages, what you are speaking. Some words I can catch by understanding or interpreting inside my mind, but although I can't understand your Marathi languages all in all, so yeah, here is my, it shows my capacity, that I'm not able to understand your language. They can live in my house. Yeah, they can live in my house. I am giving you a permission. Okay, they can live in my house. Yes, they can live in my house, because now I am I'm permitting them to come and stay in my house. So it shows permission. And the next one, can I play chess with you or with him? So it's asking permission, and from your friends or from parents, you can say, can I play chess with him or can I play with him? You are asking from someone for permission. Okay. So move on to the next slide. Uses of could. Here we have different uses of coulds. So could shows polite request. Sometimes it shows polite request. Could you please open the window? Could you turn the music down? Okay. If I will say, you please open the window. You please open the window. Is it shows any request? No, it's not showing a polite request. So if I want to say some mithas, you can say mithas जो डालना हो. यहाँ पे भी the meaning of could is also सकना. Okay. सकता था. सकता. Could. सकना. सकता. Could is the past form of can. So you can use that. So कुड यू प्लीज़ ओपन द विंडो, क्या तुम मेरे लिए खिड़की खोल सकती हो. कुड यू टर्न ऑन द म्यूज़िक, टर्न द म्यूज़िक ऑन और म्यूज़िक डाउन, वॉट एवर यू कैन से. सो यहाँ पे मैं क्या कह रही हूँ, यहाँ पे मैं म्यूज़िक को कम करने को कह रही हूँ. तो यहाँ पे मैं आई एम टेलिंग यू आई एम conveying my polite request. It shows my mood that please you open the window, please you turn down the music. And if I have already added please in the sentence, that means मैं उसे और भी पोलाइट बना रही हूँ. कुड तो ऑलरेडी मैं एक यूज़ कर रही हूँ, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ, बट प्लीज़ ऐड करने से वो ज़्यादा ही पोलाइट हो जाता है, आपके इंटेंशन को शो करता है दैट यू आर रिक्वेस्टिंग समवन टू डू द थिंग्स. एंड आई डोंट थिंक दैट द अदर पर्सन वॉन्ट अंडरस्टैंड यू एंड ही इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू ओपन द विंडो. सो in the next, ability in past, as I show you that मैं कर सकता था, क्या कर सकता था. okay, so when I was young I could run a while. जब मैं छोटा था तो मैं थोड़ी दूर दौड़ सकता था. yesterday I could not find my wallet. so मैं क्या था, कल मुझे मेरा पर्स नहीं मिला. so it shows your action और ability in past. ये पास्ट की बातों को रिलेट कर रहा है कि पास्ट में मैं क्या कर सकता था, क्या नहीं कर सकता था. so here we can see could not. okay, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव सेंटेंस है. you can also write couldn't. you can say it couldn't. yesterday I couldn't find my wallet. I couldn't find my wallet. okay, you can say it's a negative sentence in the form of ability in past. I couldn't pass. Yesterday I couldn't find my wallet. Yesterday I couldn't get my purse. Yesterday I couldn't get my keys. okay, so this type of sentences you can say. Narration. In the narration form, as we have changed the forms. so he said that he could sing a song. उसने क्या कहा कि वो गाना गा सकता था. it's showing the ability in the past. so we can also say he said that he can sing a song. ये भी कह सकते थे. बट अब जब मैं उसे वो फॉर्म उसका चेंज कर रही हूँ, उसे डायरेक्ट टू इनडायरेक्ट कर रहा है, तो उस चांस में we can use this. he said that he could sing a song. राजीव said that he could play a guitar. यहाँ पे उसने क्या किया कि वो एक गिटार बजा सकता है. ये उसकी एबिलिटी, it shows his ability that he can play a music or play a guitar. He can sing. so it goes with his ability, and that is conveyed in the past. so in the could have, in the all other forms of the verb, we will use modal verb with. In all the forms of the modal verbs we have used. okay, no, it's not getting right. Wait, yeah, modals plus it goes with V1. already हमारे जो प्रेजेंट के फॉर्म होते हैं, एवरी टाइम वी फॉलो मॉडल वर्ब V1. बट वेन एवर वी हैव गॉट दिस हैव with the modal, okay, could have, should have, so that time we will use verb 3, that means ed form of the sentence. okay, so here we have used ed form to present it in the past. it's important to understand you that could have plus v3 and past, it shows your ability. so he could have or could have. okay, you can say it's in the contracted form. could have, okay, could have, he could have played. okay, so it's a past form, वो खेल सकते थे. ठीक है. so he could have in the form of politeness. okay, now I have shown you politeness, that which word is more polite. if you will get confused that could say means the sakna, can means is meaning is the sakna, and may means only the sakna. so which is more polite and which we use regularly in our sentences to make our words polite. so I refer you to use the could. could is on the number 1, can is on the number 2, and may has less chances of possibilities. it has some type of hesitation, you can say. सो इट मे रेन टुडे, हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. आई कैन रन. ओके, सो उस तरह से आप इस चीज़ों को सेट कर सकते हो. I think you can understand that could is more powerful than can, and can is more powerful than may. And here I have already told about you have. Whenever you will add have with the sentence, it goes with V3 and that creates the past form. Okay, past form. It shows your ability with the past or whatever your action or your mood in the past tense. So next one is our use of may versus might. In this portion we will going to learn about may versus might. So may ask used for asking permission. May I come in? क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता? I'm asking permission from you. Sir, please may I come in? Can I come in? Okay. So may God bless you. It's my wish that please God will bless you. Here also I have written G in the small letters, so I beg your pardon for that. You may get him. It's my possibility. आप कहीं जाओगे और आप उसे पालोगे, आपको वो मिल जाएगा. You may get him. So next one is he might come home. अब वो आ सकता है. It's my possibility, but I have some chances of possibility that maybe or may not be. Okay, so I have some type of hesitation, or it's not sure. I'm not sure that he will come here, but he might come here. Might I ask you something? I have some hesitation in front of speaking to my principal or to your inside the office. My ma'am is busy now. Principal ma'am is busy now, so I have some type of hesitations to speak with her. So at that time, might I ask you some questions, or might I ask you something? So with hesitation I can say might. So as I have already told you that whenever we will use have in the sentence, that will goes with V3 form and that shows the past. So it might have hailed. यहाँ पे हो सकता है कि बहुत ज़्यादा बर्फ़बारी हुई होगी. So it might have hailed or it may have hailed. They both will go with have, and that time they will create V3. As our modals is only going with in the present form, they carry modal verb plus V1 in the present sense. Okay, we will use modal verb in the V1 in the present sense, but whenever we will ask about modal verb plus have, that will goes with V3 form, ED form, and they will convey the message in the past form. Okay, now may is more effective than might. Okay, here we have may and might. Then we have again confusion that which word we will use, because here we have might or may, both are sakna. So which is more polite? So there is less chances with the might, so we can say may. Okay, and with when we are putting less chances, we have some type of confusion and kind of confusion, so we will use might at that place. Sometime I want to clear that in the negative form. Okay, so if someone has asked you that may I take your pen? Okay, I am writing the question, then you can understand that what I am trying to say. Here I am writing. Okay, may I ask you a question? It's my sentence. May I ask you a question? So now one thing I want to say, if I am going to form the negative, so may not I wait here let me write the questions. May I ask you a question? क्या मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता हूँ? So may I not or meant, okay, meant I ask a question, okay, or can I not or can't I ask a question, okay, it's interrogative form. So here we can write this also. May I not ask a, mayn't I ask a question, and can't I ask a question. So if I will give reply, so no, you may not. You do not like this. That's the incorrect. So whenever you are rejecting any request, for the rejection of request, you have to use only cannot. You cannot do this. You cannot ask a question. You can't say may not. You may not ask a question, no. Whenever I refuse your request, I will use only cannot for refusing the रिक्वेस्ट, ओके, जब भी मैं तुम्हारे रिक्वेस्ट को रिफ्यूज़ करने वाली हूँ तो मैं वहाँ हमेशा यूज़ करूँगी कैन नॉट इंस्टेड ऑफ मे नॉट. मे नॉट नहीं यूज़ होगा. वी डोंट यूज़ मे नॉट फॉर रिफ्यूजिंग द रिक्वेस्ट. एवरी टाइम एंड एवरीवेयर वी हैव टू यूज़ कैन नॉट. तुम नहीं कर सकते हो, ओके. इट्स मोर better that you will use cannot. So move on to next slide. Usage of should versus must. Both have same meaning. Chahiye and might is also ought to is also chahiye. So we will going to learn about should. Should past form of shall. You all know about that. So you should go home now. It's giving you advice. You should go home now. I am giving you advice. तुम्हें घर जाना चाहिए. Next one, you should not talk while eating. I am giving you suggestion. जब खा रही हो तो तुम्हें बातें नहीं करना चाहिए. It's my suggestion. And there is difference between suggestion and advice. Suggestion is that someone is telling you to suggest, but advice you are getting from a specific person or someone who is knowledgeable to you and who has the basic knowledge about that thing. Advice is taken from doctors, teachers, professors, or you can say some experts. And suggestion, everyone can suggest you for the things that you can watch the TV. You can't watch the TV in between the meals, or you cannot talk. So this type of suggestion, everyone will give you this, can give you the suggestion. But advice, basically we seek advice from physicians, doctor, politician, or a lawyer, whatever you can say, will seek advice from those people. So we have difference between advice and suggestion. I hope you will understand. नेक्स्ट वन, द टीचर शुड बी देयर इन द क्लासरूम. इट्स हिज ड्यूटी डेट उसे वहाँ क्लास में होना चाहिए. इट शोज हिज ड्यूटी. सो द टीचर शुड बी, ओके, उसे होना चाहिए क्लासरूम के अंदर. इट्स हिज ड्यूटी. You should pay your tax. It's your obligation that every person has to pay the tax for the smooth running and for his own convenience. So you should pay your tax. Next one, you shouldn't. It shouldn't rain. The sky is clear. यहाँ पे क्या है, बारिश नहीं होनी चाहिए. ये स्काई बहुत क्लियर है. So it shows your negative sentence is shouldn't. Okay, you can say it shouldn't, should not. It's, you will say shouldn't. Okay, it shouldn't rain. The sky is clear. It shows a negative form. And if I will create a question form, so with the first question, you should go home now. Should you go home now? Okay, and should you not go home now? Or shouldn't you go home now? Okay, so we will create this type of negative sentences. You should not go home now. तुम्हें घर भी नहीं जाना चाहिए. Shouldn't you go home now? क्या तुम्हें अभी घर नहीं जाना चाहिए? Okay, so like this is you can ask them question. Here we have also use should have plus V3 form that shows the past sensation, and Rahul should have played. Should have, should have, should have. Okay, you can say should have, should have, should have not, should have. Next sentence, next slide. It's not going, yeah. Use of must. In the use of must, we can use must. He must apologize for his mistake. यहाँ मैंने क्या कहा? Here I am putting more emphasis on compulsion. It's my compulsion that he must apologize. वो क्या है? वो माफ़ी मांगे जो उसने किया है. For his mistake, whatever his deed, he have to apologize for that. So he must is my compulsion. His mother is not well. He must take care of her. It's strong obligation because his mother is not well. She is having some kind of sickness. So for that he must have to take care of her. It's a strong obligation that he has to do this one. Compulsion is a strong obligation. Both are same words, but we can use sometime it's in the different parts. So it's a compulsory to apologize, a strong obligation. My emotion related to that emotions is related, so it's related with her mother, and they have their bindings, emotional bindings are there. So it shows through emotions. A teacher must teach students about ethics. ओके आपके जो मैनर्स है, वो जो तरीके हैं, कि इट्स माई ड्यूटी. इट्स द ड्यूटी ऑफ अ टीचर दैट ही विल टीच स्टूडेंट एटिकेट्स, हाउ दे हैव टू मैनर show their manners in front of other people's. Next one is your phone is switched off. Your mother must be worried. It shows probability. Sometimes it's happened to all of us that whenever my phone is my phone is switched off, and someone is calling me, and that time it shows that no, its phone is out of order, so they have got worried. So it shows probability. Maybe your mother is anxious with that. You mustn't. That's mustn't. Negative form of must not is, you can say it must not, or you can also say it mustn't. But in the contracted form, you can't write down the contracted forms. Whenever you are writing, you have to write in this full form. Must not, it's really good. Mustn't is not looking so good while writing. It's in the speaking form, it's really good that you become a fluent speaker, because that's why I'm telling you that you have to use tongue twisters in your languages, so that will make you fluent to speak fastly. So mustn't is like that. We can use this in our speaking purposes, but for writing purpose it's must not. And here again we have got must have. We have to use must have in the V3 form, and with the V3 form of the verb we have gone, and that shows our past intention. Or you have called, you can also say must have, must have. Okay, you can also say you must have gone there, you must have gone there, you must have gone there. You can say native speaker. You can listen to native speakers. They are using this type of words. So must has a strong obligation than should. I have already told you that must means strong compulsion. It shows a compulsion. Should gives you advice and suggestions. So it has a strong feeling. Must have a strong feeling. It has a strong obligation than should. So next one is uses of would. Here we will use would, and is the past form of the will. And we have different kind of uses of would. So here are we can learn that gradually. But in this section I am going to refer you some points of would. Would you like a cup of tea? It shows a politeness with offering. Okay, it shows that you are offering a cup of tea. Would you like a cup of tea? I would like to say something. It's my polite request that I would like to say something to you. When I was little, I would play hide and seek. जब मैं छोटा था तो मैं नुक्का छिपी खेलता था. Past habit को ये प्रेजेंट कर रहा है. ये it shows your past habit. When I was little, I would play. Here you can see I have used it B2 form. I was little and I would play hide and seek. I have used would plus V1. Okay, so I have past habits, but when I was little, I would play hide and seek. So whenever we will get this type of sentence with would, we will make first sentence with the V past indefinite, and the another one sentence will be goes with would plus V1 form. In the next form, we would go to Japan, but we are too busy. It shows an unreal situation. I will say that I would like to go to America, but it's a corona period. I don't have money, okay, and I don't have any type of resources. Because of any passport, I can't go to US or America. So there are many preparations we have to do. So it's my unreal situation that I wish to go to America. So here, like also here also you can say we would go to Japan, but we are too busy now. It's an unreal situation. So in showing the unreal situations, we can also use would. She said, excuse me. She said that she would bring me a smartphone. Indirect speech. Okay, in the indirect speech we can say she said, उसने कहा कि वो मेरे लिए एक स्मार्टफोन लेके आएंगी. सो ये मेरी पास्ट की सिचुएशन थी और इन्होंने मैंने इनडायरेक्ट फॉर्म में कहा. तो शी सेड दैट शी वुड ब्रिंग मी अ फ़ोन. और अगर मैं इसे प्रेजेंट में बताऊंगी तो शी सेड मी दैट शी विल ब्रिंग अ फ़ोन. वो मेरे लिए एक फ़ोन लेके आएंगी और उसने कहा कि. That shows my past intention, what I spoke in the past time. So she said to me that she would bring me a smartphone. If she had knowledge, she would share. अगर उसके पास knowledge है तो ये she share करेगी तुम्हारे पास. If she had knowledge, she would share. It's a condition. If she has something, she will share with you. So it shows the condition, conditional type 2. So उसके पास knowledge है तो वो share करेगी. If she had knowledge, she would share. Wouldn't you help me? Wouldn't you help me? I'm asking a question to you. क्या तुम मुझे help करोगी? Okay, so क्या तुम मुझे help नहीं करोगे? Wouldn't you help me? Or you can say would you not help me? Both are correct, but here is wouldn't you help me? क्या तुम मुझे help नहीं करोगी? मैं आपसे question पूछ रही हूँ. Please help me. Wouldn't you help me? Please. So like that type of forms. Would have plus B3. Again we have in our sentence, and that will go with the third form of the verb, and that shows your sentence in past that you would have helped me. Okay, so next one, would is more formal than will. Here we can say would is more formal than will. Uses of ought to